All right, so this is video number 2, and this time I'd like to tell you the story of Jennifer Morey, a young woman in her early 20s preparing to be a lawyer in Florida. Jennifer lived alone, and knowing that's kind of scary, kind of creepy, she specifically chose her apartment complex based on the security, which outsourced its guards and patrols and security to an actual security company, which is incredibly fucking nice. And honestly, that would make me feel pretty fucking safe in an apartment complex. But it was all for naught, you see, as one night Jennifer comes home very, very late. I guess it depends on what you construe as late. Midnight to 1-ish. She gets home, all is well, washes her face, heads to bed. Not long after, Jennifer is awoken by something on top of her. As she comes to and becomes more cognitive of her surroundings, she realizes there is a man on top of her and a knife against her throat. Now, this man is referring to her as her first name, which is particularly terrifying given that she does not recognize it whatsoever. Upon realizing this, she immediately starts fighting, and what she gets is a metric fuck ton of defensive wounds from the knife in her hands, and a slit neck from ear to ear. After slitting her throat, the man throws her into a bathroom. I mean, I'm sure he thought that she would bleed to death inside. But Jennifer, a survivor to the very fucking end, she grabs a washcloth and presses it against the wound to minimize the blood loss, which you should always do for an open wound. Next, she, it's just exciting, and I love these stories of human tenacity. Next, she wedges herself between the bathtub and the door to dissuade anyone from being able to come in. She hears a man zip up his pants and a door open and close. And after hearing this, she waits. She doesn't go out immediately, which is good. Just well fucking thought out. She's sitting there, fucking slit throat, was just attacked, and she has the cognitive ability to realize that she should wait, which is just fucking amazing when that adrenaline's pumping. But after she waits, she tries for the bathroom door and finds that she cannot open it, as her hands, covered in defensive wounds, are slick with blood. And can you imagine after going through that, that's how you die? Because you can't open up the bathroom door? Oh, I can't even imagine! So, she does get the door open though. Spoiler, she gets out of that fucking bathroom and finds her apartment empty. Lights are off. She can't seem to get them on. He probably fucked with the breakers. She finds her cell phone and calls 911. And as she's doing this, she's checking, making sure windows, doors locked, there's no one left in the house. The man who answers the phone is named Richard Everett. I wrote it down to make sure I didn't fuck that up. And he immediately dispatches an ambulance and police to her location, talking her through, it's going to be okay, here's what you do with your wound, it's going to be okay, you're gonna get out of this. When there is a knock at her front door. A fucking knock. And she calls out, who is it? And it's a security guard. And he's asking her, we saw a man leave your apartment covered in blood. Are you okay? Are you okay? And very obviously, she is not okay. She had her throat slit. She's bleeding out. She was just attacked. She doesn't know what to do. And gut feeling, the dispatcher, who she was still online with, said, don't let him in. Don't let him in. Don't fucking do it. And she complied. So the security guard on the outside is getting more and more vehement about being let in. Just please, my name is, I wrote this one down too, Brian Gibson. My name is Brian Gibson, here's my security badge number, and he lists off numbers. I know CPR, I know first aid, please let me in there to help you. And she does not let him in. So she's freaking out because there is a man pounding at her door trying to get in, and he's freaking out because there is a woman in there who is bleeding out, refusing help. So, the police get there. The police get there and Brian goes and talks to them. He's like, I saw the dude run out that way towards the woods. You should go check that out. And the police go and check it out as the other police and ambulance is loading up Jennifer. And they find, since it's super fucking late at night, the dew has already set and there has very clearly been no disturbances. So they go back to Brian Gibson and check him out. And what they find is when they forced him to remove his shirt, he is covered in blood and scratches. They also find that this man is not wearing any underwear, and he had all of his pubes trimmed. Which, if you're unaware, that's the way a lot of rapists try and keep their DNA out of rape kits. Completely clean shaven. And here's the kicker. Here's the craziest fucking part that just makes this so amazing to me. When they go into Jennifer's apartment, they find a pair of men's underwear, a flashlight, and a security guard hat. Which is mind-boggling to me because this man, Brian Gibson, was not a man pretending to be a security guard. He was not a crazy man that was let in. No, he was an actual security guard employed by the company and was the man who attacked her. And police still say that if she had let him in, then he would have killed her to retrieve the evidence he left at the crime scene. Which is just mind-boggling. Jennifer Morey survived. She became a lawyer, quite a successful one, and when she got married, Richard Everett was actually there at her wedding, which is really cute and sweet. So, that was the story of Jennifer Morey. I definitely plan to do more of these. I think they're really exciting and really cool. I should have another one out in the next few days, but in the meantime, I hope you thought that story was as cool as I did. Till next time.